such a good job or whatever, but it's got to be one time in your life when you felt confident, you felt sure of yourself, you felt good, you felt happy, you felt, strong, you felt excited, you felt, hopeful, just that one particular time in your life. Now, what you want to do is not live in the memory, but feel in the memory. In other words, how did you feel that day, that moment? Were you vibrating excitedly? Were you happy? Were you, confident? Just think of how you felt that day and feel that way again. And just live in that feeling of that vibration where you feeling yourself vibing happy or excited or strong or confident or sure of yourself, whatever it was. Just feel. Let your body feel that feeling again at that moment. That's it. That's the whole freaking technique right there. You can do this anytime you want. Anytime you feeling negative, anytime somebody putting you through some shit, anytime you just don't want to be in a foul fucking mood. That's it. Take 5 minutes. 5 simple minutes. You can do this sitting on the toilet. Yeah, I said it. So deal with it. But you just take 5 minutes. Take in 4 deep breaths. Close your eyes. And when you get good like me, you only have to close your eyes. You just automatically, in your mind, feel that feeling and let your body vibrate at that same feeling that you had on that day. And you will feel like, man, like you got magic flowing through your veins, because it's going to immediately switch your attitude. It's going to cause the neural pathways in your brain to spark up in a different pattern. It's going to cause your thinking to change, and your whole disposition will change. Matter of fact, people will actually look, and you will look like you changed from one person to another person. That's how serious that shit is, to where, like I said, it's almost like magic. Because when you get that new vibe and you feel it and it start permeating, you start reacting more from that vibrational standpoint than the negative one you was 5 minutes ago. And that's it. And I would recommend everybody at least once a day, take 5 minutes, do the breathing, close your eyes, think of that moment in your life that you felt great, powerful, this, that, and the other, happy, whatever it was, and just feel how you felt that day. Let your whole body feel that vibration and start vibing that way, and let your vibrations take over the body. That's all you got to do. That's it. Simple as that. A really simple, easy to do technique that anyone can do, that takes only 5 minutes. And mind you, the breathing and all of that, that's included in the 5 minutes. It ain't the 5 minutes you sitting there with your eyes closed trying to, no, the whole thing should take you 5 minutes. Now, the first time you do this, I'm not going to lie, you probably going to take you between 5 to almost 15 minutes to get it. But keep at it, because once you get it, it is like a gift from the heavens, because you can cut it on at any time you want. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you bored, boom, flip it on. You ain't bored no more. Now you excited. You want to go do something. Down in the dumps, boom, flip that switch on. Man, now you feel great. You want to get up, make life better. Lonely, flip that joint on and see how soon you out there interacting with other people to cure your loneliness. Or let's say, you come in, you and your significant other, and the significant other down to getting some freaky deaky on, and I'm just not feeling it. Boom, flip that switch, and you be up in the bedroom tearing up the headboard in 5 minutes. That's how good this shit work. This is like Viagra for your brain. Yeah, I said it, so deal with it. But anyway, that was just what I wanted to give you. I just wanted to make sure that it was a gift passed on to everybody, and pass this on to your family, your friends, your significant other, your kids. This is something you really need to teach your kids, and how they can change their mental disposition and their attitude like magic. And I mean, teachers, you should be teaching this shit in class, especially when you got kids, dealing with some things of their own at home or in their neighborhood that you don't know about. This might be a good way to help them flip that mentality and that vibration, and then they can be positive in the classroom instead of disruptive or negative because they dealing with some shit that they don't know how to deal with. And this is a good way to help them learn how to deal with shit, even if they don't mentally know how to deal with it. At least they can change the way they feel, and that might help them deal a little bit better to where they can seek out somebody who might help them and give them some counseling to make them understand what they're going through, an adult, because they might not just want to speak up because they're going through this shit and they don't know how to deal with it. And this might be a way to get them to feel better about speaking on it, and then they can speak on it. A whole lot of shit can change. But that's for something later on that we're going to get deep into on a later date, and possibly have a few guests lined up that I want to bring in on this one. We'll see what happens. It's always a scheduling thing. The guests are coming. It's just a scheduling thing. And like I said, I've been working hard on the equipment acquisition, and this website is coming along. I'm getting there. I had a few more elements I want to add to make it good for you. And those few elements are coming. And also, we just added a new feature. So now you don't have to send me an email. Go to the website, oggoodgame.com, and there is a box on there that allows you to send me a direct voice message. You don't have to download anything. You don't have to put in some kind of software or nothing like that. You just simply hit the record button, record your message, hit send. It'll come to me, and then I can either play it on the air, or I can just speak about what you said, or we can keep it private. It depends on how you want to put it forward. So that's just a new feature to the website. Like I said, we're working to integrate all these things into a nice, fluid website, and it's coming along. But like I said, on the Placer page I got up right now is just so that if anybody want to listen to any past episodes, you got access without having to sign up with my podcast hosting company in order to access any of the previous podcasts. You can just go right to my website. It's right there, oggoodgame.com, and you can click on any of the past episodes. Plus, all the new episodes will show up on the website. As soon as I put them up online, they will show up on the website. So please take your time. When you got time, go check it out. Also, click on the online store, and you can get an idea of some of the items that we will have in our store in the future. And if you want to order a couple of them items, please do. We're going to come out with a whole summer line of things. We got a lot of stuff that we're coming up with, but right now we know that a lot of people are not trying to get out as they usually do because of this virus thing. I wasn't really going to go too much into the coronavirus pandemic until I actually had a lot of known professional medical people come forth with information about it. I'm not going to do the reading some shit online or some shit somebody told me or some little fast ass story off of some bullshit ass biased cable news company, because Fox has been putting out a whole bunch of lies, bullshit, rhetoric, and misinformation, and they ought to be ashamed of themselves for doing that. And any politician who's sitting in office, who's sitting up here talking about this a hoax, this, that, and other, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for saying that shit. I just recently, person who I've been listening to for information on the digital currency market for years, because I thought that person was really knowledgeable and was really understanding of the way things happen in the world, came out with, I had to cut him back. I can't listen to him no more. I can't subscribe to his newsletter, nothing, because this person actually said this was a hoax and it wasn't nobody sick. It was all fake. So the whole world got together and decided we're going to come up with a fake pandemic virus just to make Trump look bad. Now, when he said that shit, that this was a hoax just to make the president look bad, oh, you lost me there, player. I mean, These governments are killing people and saying it's the virus just to make Trump look bad. That's exactly what you're saying. That all these other countries got together and decided we're going to come up with a hoax virus, and then we're going to kill our citizens and say it was because of the virus just so we can make Donald Trump look bad. Now, if that ain't a dude with Trump's balls at the back of his fucking throat, I don't know what is, because damn, how fucking ignorant can you be to say some shit like that? So that means that you all about the money, you all about the greed, all that shit you were saying in the past about helping those who need help. That was all just rhetoric to get us to either sign up for your newsletter, put you as a position of authority in this field, or probably buy your fucking, money-making program. I never did, because I never do. Most of this shit, you can learn just by accessing online college information and university information, which most of these motherfuckers is getting this shit from anyway, and then sitting up there playing like they some kind of fucking authority. Because have you ever noticed that all these people who got these so-called money-making programs, they're never using their own program to make money. They selling it to you. That's how they make their money. So just be careful about who putting out some kind of fucking program, because it might just be simply to get you to buy it, and that's how they get rich. I'm just throwing that out there. We gonna get off of that and go on to something else for a quick minute, but I just had to put that out there because I was just so offended by the way he said that, and I'm like, damn, how much of Trump shit have you ate this morning? Because apparently you got a whole big ass 1,000-gallon bucket of that shit, and you dispensing it on your plate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a snack, and whipping it up into a fucking smoothie in the afternoon. I mean, you really eating a shit shake, ain't you, dude? I mean, seriously. Like I said, that's going to be my rant and my rave on the coronavirus situation. I'm not going to speak on that. I'm going to let the professionals, and there's a lot other great podcasts out here that are actually coming with correct medical establishment facts and information on the coronavirus, and I'm gonna give a shout out to them sooner or later. Just right now it's a lot, and I don't want to give a shout out to the wrong podcast when it was somebody else's, because like I said, I listen to a lot, and I recommend y'all do the same thing. Horrible Decisions is one of the best ones. The Rantings of a Mad Woman is another one. Almost Human, there's another good podcast. And they go on and on and on, and I'm going to do some more reviews on those. Anyway, one thing I did wanted to let you know, that in the future, and hoping to get people back in the swing of things, we will be giving out free vacations. No cost to you. There's nothing you got to do. All you got to do is either sign up for the newsletter or, like, share, comment, join the Facebook group, and just send me a direct message for the request for the voucher, and I'll send out the voucher, and, you can go on a nice vacation. But like I said, that was going to come out earlier, but I'm going to put that on hold for right now just because of the corona situation. And when we get a handle on that, and hopefully we will, and hopefully things will be able to get back to somewhat of normal, then I will reinstitute that. But anybody, if you want to sign up for the newsletter right now, go to the website, oggoodgame.com, or send me a voice message at oggoodgame.com and let me know that you want the voucher, and you can get it now and hold it, and then when, use it whenever you're ready. There's no time limit on when you can use it. All right. So it's good for as long as you got it, plain and simple. So I'm going to end this episode today, and I hope you had a good time, and I hope that little bit of information I gave you about your personal vibrational frequency and the technique that I dropped on you, I really, really hope that you put that to use, and I hope it works for you, because it works great for me. It really does. Makes my life so much better, and I'm able to put up with so much other people's shit that it's amazing, because I have the power that I like to call the power of ignore. And that's when you got somebody just giving you shit, as long as they don't put your hands on you or any of your family or people, this, that, and other, ignore them to the point where they're a ghost. You don't see them, you don't hear